many mothers around the world are receiving flowers for Mother's Day. To find out how the flower industry is faring, let's go to Kate Penn. She's Chief Executive Officer of the Society of American Florists. And Kate, you know, we heard a four-fold increase there in China. What about the U.S.? We're hearing reports of a flower shortage in some places.
Yes, we've also experienced the increase in demand, and we have heard from florists over the last several months that they're having trouble getting all the product that they need. And that's a combination due to the spike in demand that's really been building over the last year, combined with some weather earlier in the season in South America, where a lot of our product comes from, our fresh cut flowers come from. And there's also just some logistics challenges too that our industry, like so many others, are dealing with. Lack of cargo space. We are seeing that start to open up over the next couple of months, but it's been challenging going into Mother's Day.
How much of this is children feeling guilty that they haven't seen their mother in a year?
With the spike in demand, I think that's there. We also have seen it every holiday, though. We've seen demand go up, double-digit increases from many in the industry, and not just, you know, it was at Valentine's Day. Prior to that, it was at the Christmas holidays, and then even through the summer, and fall, that it was just very strong demand. People also, because they're working at home, we see much more home decor happening, and just like people can't find a contractor to paint their house, you know, they're also filling their house with flowers. They're paying more attention to their homes. So it's gifting plus self-purchase is really where we're seeing that demand go up due to COVID.
How have florists and shop owners been affected by the pandemic?
Well, it was, you know, like so many small businesses, so many retailers, it was very challenging at first because here in the States a year ago, it wasn't always clear whether they could be open or not. What the regulations varied from state to state. But once they adjusted to that, the one thing that florists have in their favor is that they do local delivery. This is the business that they've always been in, is local delivery, and it was very easy for them to pivot and make that contact-free delivery. So once they were able to adjust to that, things got better. The other piece that we heard about regularly, and we continue to hear about, though, is labor. They just don't have the staff they need. And we're hearing this also in other industries as well. But even there, the florists have adjusted and have kind of become these lean, mean operating machines, you know, still getting product out the door with leaner staffs, probably experiencing better bottom line numbers as a result. But I'm not going to say it's been easy. It hasn't been easy, but our industry is very resilient, really hard workers in it. So generally speaking, we've done pretty well. And that, of course, is aside from the businesses, the floral businesses that are which focus just on events. Clearly, those, if you're a florist and you were only doing events, you know, 2020 was a really tough year.
By global standards, this is an $18 billion industry. It took a hard hit a year ago, specifically the first real noticeable sign on March 13 when the Dutch auctions were abruptly halted. That triggered a global domino effect that we saw impact a lot of growers really in some tough parts of the world. Have we seen full recovery of that?
We've definitely seen growers come back. When they came back, many had to make choices about what they were going to grow. They lost in last March. They lost, you know, huge crops, and that was financially devastating for them. Fortunately, because demand picked up, many were able to come back and make up for that. But we are seeing that some have had to make choices about what they're planting. Some might be going deeper than wide on the types of flowers that they're growing.
Kate Penn from the Society of American Florists, thank you for your input.
Thanks for your interest. Happy Mother's Day.